But we'll see. We'll see who can conquer the pair or who can outscore the opponent.
I'll set the over under at 267.
I'm gonna go over.
We're gonna go over that?
I'm gonna go over 267. I feel like they're gonna semifinals. They're gonna bear down and they're gonna figure this pair out. Still over.
Still over.
283, I see.
I'm gonna go under 283. Definitely under 283.
Wow.
I believe I saw Mike Sisk call this shot rhombus extended.
Realize that a rhombus only has 4 sides, and that
it's a rhombus, and then it has a little antenna on the end. Whatever. Look, it's a hard shot. It's a hard shot, is what it is. James doing what I normally do when I shoot that shot.
It seemed like when you leave that shot, no matter what you aim at, you hit one.
Our chat boy has James Simon at 2-3.
Oh, he has that. That over under is way high. No, that is way under 294.5.
But you also factor in how the bowlers are bowling that day.
Yeah. I think 11 and 12 is a good. Like, so whenever we broadcast down this end, I think 11 and 12 is a good finals pair to have. 25-26 still quite well on the upper end.
Dylan's here with a 9-pin favorite on Joey Sears.
Ooh, the books are going hard on Joey Sears today. And Joey covering that and some so far, although it's early. He's up 19-10 in the first. Matt with a off the side 4-pinner here.
Thin.
And some head pin death in the gutter. That pin goes off the wall and barely even makes it back onto the deck. Yeah. And it does still have the lead, though. He's got 9-7 to open the matchup. Matt going for Pop Whitten star number 6, and he has won, if I'm correct, 4 of his 5 Pop Whitten stars on Duck Pins Forever. So, when we first started this whole program, it was the year of Matt Kruger, and we were just along for the ride. But Matt sporting a jersey that I don't believe we had seen yet on Duck Pins Forever with the.
You saw it last time.
Oh, that's fantastic.
When he made his dominant run, this had not been added to the wardrobe. Lane 9. Oh no. Lane 9 and 10 continuing to fight.
I believe Elizabeth's wife made the POA sign. She had a warm shirt.
Yeah. Oh, great effort. Hop, skip, and a jump over top of the 3-6.
Mr. Slate does not approve.
And another 9-box. So already 3 frames into this match, we've got no marks. We've got 5 pins of drop wood, and we've got 2 splits, 2 ugly splits, courtesy of 9 and 10.
This could come down the wood.
I think that that guy in the antlers down there might have something to do with it. James playing the pair well. Off the side, not even entertaining the pocket, 1-2-8. Not quite certain what first place is today, but I believe it's around $3,000 for first. Oh no.
It's a nice purse.
Yeah. It's called the Masters for a reason.
And even some of the secondary prizes are much more than usual.
Oh yeah, for me finishing, I believe, 4th in my division, I ended up with $240, which is more than you typically receive in Pop Whitten. So, yeah, it's the Masters for a reason, and can thank all the people that donated towards that Masters prize fund throughout the season.
Definitely me on Friday.
Yeah, it is. It's a donation. Unfortunately, I can say this is the the most I've ever cashed at a pop win. I've never won the whole thing. You know, there's a combined 1 star in this booth jar.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to the folks at home to guess who that is. James Simon in the third. 9 and 10 continuing to fight. 2 and 2.
What do you think it is, Nick, with 9 and 10 in your personal professional opinion?
It can even be unseen things like slight differences in the lane topography and how the ball gets there. So if you're a right-hander and that lane tilts slightly left to right, your ball is hooking uphill. And while you may not be able to see it, your ball feels it. And a ball that's trying to roll uphill just isn't going to hit the same. It can also be things that we can't see unless we go crawl down, like differences in the condition of the side rubber or gutter depth or things like that. Also, that's a middle rip, but these lanes have been bowled on quite a bit since the start of the tournament. So the deck conditions do change, the lane conditions change a little bit. Like I said, this is a pair I'd put on the bottom third of pairs in this house. And another middle rip.
David and I,
rips.
we've noticed a discernible difference on this pair.
And maybe covering 9 and 10, 11 and 12. 11 and 12 really good.
Yeah, and by the way, that I can say that this is a tough pair in the house, but no advantage one way or the other.
I mean, everyone's got bowls.
It is a hard pair, but both
Exactly,
bowlers
but
have to bowl on both lanes
on the
5
same
times.
lanes. Exactly.
So it is.
It's different ways. So like on 11 and 12, you didn't want to strike. You need to throw a good strike ball.
Yeah.
You throw a really good first ball here.
And you know
I
what?
need to pull some good cleanup shots.
Yeah. Or throw a ball that will leave you something makeable. However you manage to do that is up to you, and that's an unforced error there from Matt. That is a 6 box. And just like that, it is a 25-24 lead for James Simon.
I don't think anyone would have pulled that.
No. I'm now betting every under.
And in a match like this too, when you finally do leave a single, it makes it so important.
Yeah. Well, we got a high first ball count in this match of 7. And it was a missed spare by James Simon. 4th frame for Matt. Well, we have a tie at 7 for the highest first ball count. Matt off the side for the 1-3-9. I can't tell from my angle, but I'm looking at the monitor. It looks like that 3-pin is a little tight to the head pin. So if he catches the head pin wrong, this could cause some issues on the spare shot.
By itself.
And he picks. Yeah, we are sitting slightly slanted off center of lane 9, but it did look to me like that 3 when it was a little tight to the head pin. And what I've noticed when that 3-pin gets a little tight, you hit that head pin how you expect to make it, that sometimes the ball's going to over deflect and you won't drive that 9 out. When you typically make a 1-3-9 the normal way, the 3 does go back and take the 9 out.
Sure.
So if that 3-pin's in a slightly different position, it's going to react a little different. All right. Let's see if James can crack the code here. No, he cannot.
Wow.
He threw that ball quite different. He threw that ball pretty hard left to right.
And it broke.
Yeah.
We are pretty much right behind lane 10, and we can see it tracking down the lane. It broke in about the last 15 feet, but didn't get the finish he wanted.
It's going to come down here to which guy can find the line, which guy can find the adjustment here.
And perhaps, or unfortunately, the 3rd ball. Already many drop pins in this game, and James getting 10 here gives him a lead of 1.
I don't believe James. Yeah, I don't believe James bowled on this pair. Matt, I'm not sure that James bowled on this pair.
I believe I skipped over this pair during qualifying. I'll say that's why I shot 933. Not really.
You have a 3rd ball ball right now.
What did Chuck? You just call this when we were in between games? What did you call it?
A pillow fight.
Yeah, it's a pillow fight. No one's really trading blows. They're just slapping back and forth. All right, 5th frame for James Simon in the lead with 35 in the 4th. That's a break. and the highest first ball count of the match. He leaves
That's the first break we've seen.
it's the first on the head pin break. We've seen 7 off the side.
Yeah, but that wasn't. That's not an easy 7.
This is a break.
That's 3 pins back.
James got it.
Got it.
When you finally get a break, you better take advantage of it.
Yes, especially the way this match is going.
And some sarcastical applause from the audience here as we've gone 9 combined frames and we now have 1 mark. See if we can go 2 marks. If Matt can find his first one on the right lane. Throwing a pro line.
Oh,
That.
that was a fast 7.
It was the same exact hit James just had. It's fast and light. Yep. And in this house, but in particular, this lower end of the house, fast and light can lead off into the 5-7 or 5-10 combination, or some variation of that. And here he's got a
This is
5-6-10 to deal with.
big wood to get here.
Takes 2. And Matt will take a 10 box for a 44 half.
Does what he could there.
So down in the other match, it is advantage Dylan Santos. They're through 7, not because they're bowling a faster pace, but probably because they're throwing less shots. We have had 29 out of 30 possible balls thrown in this match. Matt's got to find some relief here eventually. Yeah, he does. 5 off the wall.
Laid that one down a little bit more too.
Yeah. So what was the adjustment there from the 5-6-10 to the strike?
That's what I think he did. I think he laid it down a little more there.
Looks like he did like that guy.
Yeah. Let the ball read the lane a little sooner. Maybe instead of trying to throw it in and spray the pins. So, first time in this match, James Simon has to get up and fill a spare, and it's the first time he has to answer a mark. On the fill. Good hit, solid 5. James 10-pin lead at the half, 54-44. But another good ball and another makeable. Now, what do you think James's adjustment might have been there on lane 10? Because he also left 5-6-10 the last time he was up. You think similar thing, a little more finish on the ball?
I still don't think he's covering more along the right. Even though I let that slip there last time.
Got it. Ooh. So James will be out in front. First time we're even hits in the game because both bowlers have a mark. We've been even hits most of the game, but this is the first time because they both have a mark on the board. James 64 and a spare, Matt 54 and a strike. Matt with a very slight hit advantage, being that he has a chance to double. But James with the lead, and this is his second spare fill of the game. Watch out. That could have been worse.
Oh.
That could have been 2, or that could have been a real nasty design. He ends up with a 167. I wouldn't call this a split because the head pin's involved, but a tough multi-pinner. 71 through 6.
So how do you throw the ball? Left side or right?
I'm trusting my ball to go 1-6 more than I am 1-7. I think the flight of the pin is the harder part to control on this shot. Sorry, the flight of the ball is the harder part to control. James trying to make a liar out of me, and too thin, head pin only. 7 counts for at 71 through 6, and gotta be open here in the 7th. And I'll tell you, off camera here, Matt looks resolute if he knows what's going to be required here. Spare in this box will get him within 7 pins. effectively 5 pins, and then he would have a mark advantage. A strike here for the double would definitely put him in the lead. See if he can crack the code on lane 10. Oh, he loved that.
Yes.
The entire way.
There was no.
Was a prototypical.
Yes.
Kruger ball.
Yes, that's
the A++ ball.
yeah. That's 2021
And
Matt Kruger right there.
that's what it's going to take here, though, on this pair. I think it's going to take that kind of ball.
Basically, what you mean by that is it takes a perfect shot. Because there has been no forgiveness on the less than perfect shots, but that one there, that was perfect. Now, normally in these situations, he's liable to not let his foot off the gas to see if he can drop it in there again for the 3-timer. Maybe.
Oh.
9 and 10 fights back. 4-7-10. That makes it a tie game through 6, 71 apiece, but Matt will have the lead through 7.
Oh, made a bid.
Matt ran that one out so far, he left your screen. But that had an extremely good chance. Goes for it again. Takes 1 and 1. 89 through 7 is a 10-pin lead.
And with his turn, that's a makeable shot.
A mark here from James Simon will be very close to an even game.
Joey finishes his game with a 1.5.
I just put Dylan on a mark. Joey marked out the last 3 frames. Right. James in the 8th. Right there.
And James answers.
Yeah, it's very close to even now. James now 89 through the 8th frame, but he is on a strike. Matt Kruger at 98. 9 count here from James Simon is a tie game. A spare here from James Simon. He is in the lead by 1.
I think they put the pillows away.
It's turned into a slap fight.
Yeah, it's a slap.
One of those, those new slap kind of contests. But the line is definitely going under, that's for sure. But the over-under is definitely going under. Right. Big 9th frame here for James Simon for the double. Through the middle. Now, very important here that he gets at least 3. Gotta get as many as he can. This is a critical shot. I don't think you go for this. I really don't. I think you got to go for 3. And that's exactly what
he did.
I think that's a savvy play. He is trailing by 1, 98 to 97.
Still on that strike count. That's huge.
But this shot also important. Don't want to drop pins here. And James will take them both. Good 10, 107 through 9.
That's a big 10 box there.
That puts the emphasis on Matt Kruger to do something here. With a minimum of 2 10 boxes, he can force James Simon to mark. There is still room for Matt to mark twice here and shut out James Simon. Oh, he loved it.
Wow.
Once again, he loved it the whole way. This one wasn't quite as perfectly clean as the other one, but nonetheless a typical 5 off the wall for Matt Kruger.
And again, he gets the benefit of the quick turnaround here.
Yeah.
He didn't hit one in the last frame.
And a big hit. He gets 2 balls to count it. With 9 on and 10 out, Matt would shoot 127. That would be strike spare to tie, double to win for James. Another strike here, and Matt would shut James out. Spare strike could also shut James out. For the double. You gotta be kidding me. Replay that. Welcome to Duckpin Bowling and welcome to 9 and 10. How is that a 7-10 on a good ball? Big pin here. This is a big pin. This is a big 1 pin here. All right, that's a big 9 count. What that does allows him to get 10 here for 127, and James Simon would need a 20 box for the tie. This is a big pin. Misses left, and
That's huge.
that's huge. That draws some gas from the crowd. Matt finishes with 126, and the math's still difficult for James, but much easier now. He does not need a double to win. Strike, spare, spare, strike. He wins by 1. Any combination of 19 in the 10th, and we've got bonus bowling. James needs a mark. Through the middle, he's going to have to make this middle rip to stay alive. That is 2 consecutive middle rips for James. To be clear, James must convert this for a spare. Strike to win and then 9 to tie. Must make this. Good try, 2 full on the 2-4, and Matt is going to survive the absolute grind on 9 and 10. He wins the match 126 to 116.